Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Clash of Clans with Logeeny Games. Now we know right now Supercell is working on fixing the economy issue inside of Clash of Clans. They've said it's their highest priority, and I have seen a lot of great suggestions out there from people on the forums, on YouTube, and on Twitter that I just made a video about my top 5 picks for what Supercell could do to help boost the economy inside of Clash of Clans, but I've also seen some terrible suggestions. So I'm going to share with you guys right now my top 5 worst suggestions that I have seen to fix the economy inside of Clash of Clans. Number 1 for me is when you're attacking, people have suggested that if you have troops that are left alive at the end of an attack, say you 3-star it and you've got troops left over, that you should get a troop refund, like an elixir refund for the troops that were not killed in the attack. And honestly, I think that's just kind of silly. I think it would be a bad mechanic for the game. If you have troops left over, some of that is just going to be dependent on your army composition. What happens if you end a battle early? Do you get a refund for those troops? I feel like that just takes some of the strategy away from your army composition. So don't do that. Don't do troop refunding. Don't do any of that. I think that's kind of silly. All right. Number 2 worst suggestion. This may actually be the worst suggestion, would be to limit the town halls you find in raiding to your town hall level. Right now I'm a young town hall 9 in silver 2, and look, the first thing I find is a town hall 11. Now that might be a little bit ridiculous, but to limit every base that you find to your town hall, here's a town hall 8. If I would have had a town hall 9, that would have been consistent. But if you take away the town hall 8s, if you take away town hall 10s, I mean, you're not taking into account at all the bases that are rushing. You're limiting in a huge way what you would find in matchmaking. Really, the number of bases that would be available to you in matchmaking would just be completely annihilated. That would just be a terrible idea. Do not do that, Supercell. I want to see town hall 8s. I want to see town hall 9, 10s, and 11s, because honestly, if I have a shot at their loot, I'm going to take it. That's a terrible idea. Don't listen to that. Number 3 is ghost loot, which means if I attack, let's say here's my most recent attack, which most of you saw. If I attack this base, ooh, thank you for that. Wow, love those troops. Thank you, Asher. I'll thank him in a moment. All right, if I attack this base, let's say for 254,000 gold, that means I would walk away with the 254,000 gold, but that player would not necessarily lose all 254,000. Say they lost maybe 50% of that. They would actually still have more loot in their storages. I don't like that either. I feel like that's just silly. I mean, I feel like that basically takes away the incentive of defending your base. If people can raid you for 300,000 gold, but you don't lose all of that from your storages, you come back and you maybe only lost 30% of the 10% that they looted from you. I don't know. That just takes away from the incentive of defending. Don't do that, Supercell. I don't want to hear any more suggestions about ghost loot or you not losing any more loot when people are attacking you. Learn how to defend. All right, number 4 worst idea would be to increase war loot. Here's a war that we're currently in, and you can see we've got that Town Hall 10 matchup, and we don't have a Town Hall 10. Go figure. It's a little bit rushed. Don't want to get too sidetracked, but there you have it. Listen, war is not for loot. People need to get this through their head. War is about your clan. War is about competition. War is about stars. War is about clan perks and clan levels and all of that kind of stuff. War is not about loot. If you make war about loot and you start offering these just obscene numbers in war for loot, of course it's a nice bonus. You need to replenish your elixir that's spent in war, all of that kind of stuff. But people are going to be in fits of rage over competing for loot inside of clan wars. Don't do that. No. War's not about loot. War is about competition. War is about stars. War is about your clan. It's not about loot. It's a nice bonus at the end of a war, but it should not be something the economy is dependent upon. Don't do that. Number 5, the 5th worst thing that I've seen people suggest is to reinstate town hall sniping. Listen, that is not going to happen. Supercell has said over and over, town hall sniping is gone. That's never coming back. Stop suggesting it. And again, honorable mention, I don't think that dead bases are a very viable option. We've heard that they've been removing dead bases from the queue And I just don't think that the economy needs to be dependent on dead bases. I think there's a lot of other great ideas with the quests. If you missed that video, go look at my top 5 things that Supercell could do to boost the economy. None of that involves adding dead bases back in. I don't know if dead bases are that great of an idea. I think it's a fundamental flaw in the economy. Let's try to figure out some other ideas. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.